Are you trying to fulfill your dreams through your kids? Welcome back to this episode of Talking It Up. I am here with Dr. Mousumi Ghosh. Mousumi, you have been a teacher for a very long period of time, and you have handled school kids as well. You are also witness to the fact that parents tend to realize their unfulfilled dreams through their kids. What is your view on this?
Suparna, this is a burning issue. Let me tell you about an experiment that we did in our school. What happened was, I think it was the class 12 students who were to appear in their board exams. We had taken a handful of them, about 15 in a room, and their parents were invited in the other room with a cup of coffee. So we asked the students that, Baba Mayer shonge adda maro, do you have some kind of chat with your parents? You can understand, you can probably forecast their answers. What they said was that there's no point in doing that because he wants me to become an engineer or a doctor or a lawyer or whatever. I said, so what do you want? I want to paint. I love music. And that is how Future Media School came up later to address the passion points. When we asked the same question to the parents that last কবে ছেলে মেয়ের সঙ্গে গল্প করেছেন, গল্প করবো কি, মোবাইলে সারাক্ষণ কী সব করে, so when was the last time that you really had a chat with your child? So the answer was that he's deep into his mobile, and his mother and myself, or well, both parents, we have a tough time. It's always a clash. See, the board exams are coming and he shouldn't be on his mobile at all, on his computer at all. So this is the kind of conflict where the parents feel that the preparedness is not enough to kind of crack the exam that the parent wants the child. The child is not convinced that he should crack the exam. I think this is the confrontation that you talk about, and many a times it comes from two things. One, of course, the unfulfilled dreams of the parents. I could not become a musician, so my daughter should sing. Possibly that, I don't know how much that holds, but then I couldn't become a doctor, my son has to be a doctor. That is a part of it, and the other part of it is, of course, from the parental protection, that if he becomes a doctor, his life is a little smooth, and 15-20 years down the line, I mean, he's going to be much better off. He cannot see his future. I can, because of my experience. This is the, see, both are meaning good for the others. The child also knows that the parents mean good, but what is not addressed is the passion points.
Mousumi is not just about unfulfilled dreams. It's also about a doctor wanting his kid to become a doctor as well, or replicating his success as well. And that also has a huge impact on us kids' upbringing. What do you think of it?
So when we were doing our CA, there was a saying that, if a chartered accountant has his office and wants his son to be a CA, the son doesn't clear his exam. But that was on a lighter tone. But the fact is, come what may, you have to understand the passion point of your child. Having said that, when the child was a child, what did I do? Did I kind of invest again substantial time reading out stories of discovery, medical discoveries? Did I talk about patients, about doctors, about instruments, about hospitals? Did I invest that? Because many a times we find that the child loves English because the English teacher, some English teacher, rang a bell in his soul which the others couldn't. So if I am so focused, well, I have to start reaping much earlier. Therefore, that is why I still firmly believe that I should have the cards laid out on my table. I remember when my children were very young, we used to have story days. Story days, and I observed, I have two daughters, the stories that they picked up were very different. So you have to kind of gauge your child, and you cannot, if I love music, I mean, you can't let me study, because later the repercussions come and the parent, I think, suffers more than the child does.
Thank you, Mousumi, for sharing your experience with us, with the viewers. Viewers, thank you very much for staying with us. Please do not forget to give us your feedback, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel as yet, please do. Thank you.